Okay, let's go again. mmgafery. What defence will be chosen by my opponent? Okay, I'll try this Morra Smith again. Some good results of it recently. Okay, accepting the Gambit. So I could try and play the unusual f4. I've played this before. I kind of like this as sort of another battering ram for this diagonal. It's not a commonly played move in this variation, but it's using up the initiative for something different, just to sort of puncture this diagonal, puncture e6 quickly, potentially. Maybe it's not the soundest in the world though. Alright, it's giving me the d5 square potentially, so maybe bishop g5 to be able to take on f6 and then just knight d5. I think, do I want to stop the queenside play? I think I do actually. This bishop seems to be a fine bishop, not challengeable now with bishop e6 because of that pawn. So maybe I can play this a bit slowly. Queen e1 to h4 later, perhaps. Oh, have I just lost this b pawn unnecessarily? That could be a shame. Queen e1 though. I could alternatively, there's another way of looking at it, sort of increasing initiative now with Queen e1 to play rook b1, even more pressure on the opponent's position. So don't know. Knight d4, okay. Threatens knight c2, I guess. What about rook b1 now? Alright, now if I take on f6, this looks interesting. Then knight d5 will threaten knight c7 check as well as knight f6. But maybe taking on d4 is more accurate. Takes knight d5. It will give the e5 square for the bishop, but there's knight c7. Yeah, maybe taking is better. Maybe it's more difficult then to challenge the knight on d5. So what is black doing about knight c7? I guess he's got bishop d8, but maybe f6. That's interesting. Surely I can take on f6 here if I want. But that that knight is just too beautiful. I don't think I can give up that knight. So I'll play rook c1 just to move the bishop, and the knight will still threaten lots of things like knight c7 check once the bishop moves. And if bishop d8 f6, so I think white's in trouble here. Again, I don't really want to give up the knight, even for the rook on a8. So I'm going to torture black with this move to play knight b6, I think. Okay. I'm going to tie that queen on a7 with knight b6. Maybe bishop d5 is another use of d5, and then rook c7. Also, putting a lot of pressure on that bishop on c8 now. If I can get him rook c7. Another idea is just f6, but then I'm releasing it. So why can't I just build up the pressure now on the c file against that c8 bishop, like with queen c1 next? So that knight, the rook, the queen, all working for the c8 square. Okay, queen c1, looking pretty good. In fact, I mean, I can win the exchange at any time now if the rook's not going to move. Okay, but bishop d8 friend. As soon as bishop d8 happens, I've got rook c8, so I can put on the torture for a bit more with queen c4. I think I'll do that to play rook c1, treble on the c file. Okay, now can't I just take on c8? That's the question. chess seems easy at the moment. I don't know, it's because I've had a bit of relaxation at the dentist. That helps. I don't know. Once you visit the dentist, you know no fear. I don't know if any of you have seen The Marathon Man. Is it safe? It's enough to put a lot of people off going to the dentist, that film with Dustin Hoffman. But here, yeah, black was in real trouble with the bishop on c8. So a good success for the Morra Smith Gambit in a way which is probably non-theoretical, just to try and play for a quick f4, f5. Please leave any comments or questions on YouTube. Thanks very much.